introduce yourselves, and the question of the day is what will your character's favorite fruit be?
Nice.
And then we can do the recap. No recap. For Julia, actually.
Keep her in the dark.
Okay. I'm Blake. I'm the DM. The character I introduced last time, his favorite fruit would be blueberries. Okay, who wants to go now?
Shu, do you have a fruit?
Yeah. I'm Shu. I play the painter, and for a favorite fruit, it would be passion fruit.
Why? Slay.
Yes.
Hi, I'm Julia. I play Aster. I think his favorite fruit would be raspberries. They're little and cute and sweet.
Nice. Okay. No recap, so I guess we'll start playing.
We're just gonna right into it.
Alright. Aster, what's the last thing you remember? Specifically doing yourself.
That's a great question.
I don't even remember.
I don't really. Oh, he went outside the manor because he didn't feel safe. I think he slept out there. I think he fully
He was outside for a while,
stayed
yeah.
out there all night. I don't know if he
So
ever
the
went
tea
in.
kettle.
Yeah, because of the tea kettle and everything that happened, and he didn't feel safe going back in.
Yeah, you stayed out there with the dog.
Yeah,
In the snow.
exactly. What is going on with you?
What?
What are these notes? Okay, I remember. Okay. Oh well, yeah, he was there when they started traveling. Yeah, Aster, all he really did was like the dogs after they started traveling.
Yeah. Okay. So everything has been kind of a blur since you heard the tea kettle, and it set you into a little bit of a panic, and it's kind of messed with you mentally. It just really got a reaction out of you, and you haven't really interacted with the rest of your group or anyone since then. You've kind of just been following them, and really you can't recall exactly what's been happening. There's like flashes of riding in a carriage, stopping at an inn, resting for a little bit, getting in a carriage again. Little sense of danger where you got a little worried again, when it felt like the group was gonna get into a fight. You don't really know how that happened or exactly what was going on, but you got out of it. You just stayed in the carriage the whole time, and now they have stopped during a storm in some large building. Most of the group is left, but you're still with Venus and Aurelia in the carriage, and you hear crashing and people getting in danger, and you hear the rest of your group kind of yelling and trying to, it sounds like, lift something heavy off of one of them. And then you hear another loud crash, and you don't hear them anymore. It's in this moment that you kind of get like a fight or flight reflex where you're kind of considering what is attacking them and what's going on here. You don't really know. And instead you kind of freeze, and you just unknowingly turn yourself to some kind of forest that you remember. Just like nothing from this lifetime, but something from before you died. A forest that you remember being a good place. And you hear someone softly humming near you, and you know that they were important to you.
Am I like there, or does it feel like a memory?
It feels like you're there.
Okay. And I hear someone humming to me,
Mm-hmm.
or just humming near me. Can I
You don't
turn?
see. No, you can. Yeah, you can turn.
Okay.
You can roll perception if you want.
Oh, I want to roll my dice.
It's been so long.
It's been so long. It's been, what's the Titanic? It's been 84 years. Did a 12.
Actually, I've never seen it, by the way.
Really?
Yeah.
We should watch
Titanic?
Titanic.
Yeah.
It's something, really.
True. Okay, you don't see the person humming, but everything here is just vibrant, like the vibrancy of childhood, where the sun is bright, the plants are glowing basically, and you just hear and see the animal life and insects going about their lives in a way that you haven't connected to nature ever since you came back alive. You know that you have a strong connection with nature, but it feels like this was kind of the beginning of it. And whoever's there with you played an important role in that.
So I can't see this person. Can I look down at myself with my hands?
Yeah. You look down at yourself and you're not pale, but you're not deathly pale. You have color in your skin, and you're alive, and you're younger. Probably around 10 or so. Just a little baby Aster.
What's a little guy?
You're dressed very different. You're dressed in more of like brown, raggy clothing, looking like it's just something that could get put together for you. Like, the clothing isn't the most important thing. And just kind of looking around, you see that you have bird houses near you, and you have like a pitcher of water that you have to fill up a bird bath. So just, you can tell that those are kind of what you're doing right now.
If I can't see that person, I guess I'll carry on with that task. I fill I go with a pitcher of water and fill the bird bath.
Okay. So you go to fill a bird bath, and you feel a hand on your shoulder.
Can I turn to them?
Yeah. Do you want to roll perception?
Sure. 8.
Okay, you turn around, and you still hear the person humming. This is not the person who's humming. And whoever touched your shoulder, you turn around and you don't see them. It was some kind of like phantom touch that you don't really register right now.
Is
But
their hand still there, or did it?
the sense of
pressure?
it fades away.
Okay. Is the humming still happening?
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, if I can't see anything, I guess I just carry on with the task.
Okay. So you move on, and there's the bird bath, but then there's also like a bee bath where they have little pebbles in it, so that the water doesn't ever get too deep, so the bees don't drown and they can stop there to get a drink. You fill that up, and you can kind of tell that like the wildlife here, you don't feel like a druid magic connection to it, but you feel a connection to it anyway. Like, you're helping it out, and you're like, this is very important to you and the other person, and you get the sense that they're doing something similar, that they're going around helping injured animals or helping just keep the forest alive or in a good state.
Mm-hmm. Can I?
Roll Arcana.
Ooh. 19.
19. Okay. That was really high. I was gonna. Okay. I'll say something a little ominous.
Oh, I love this.
You rolled really high, so you are completely convinced by this. The painter, the only one here who's not in whatever's going on with Aster.
What the hell he's doing over there?
In one sentence, say what happened, like the last thing that happened the last time we played.
Just one thing. Big tree.
There you go.
Big tree. Okay.
Okay.
I can work with that.
Damn, there's no one else here. This would be cool to do with more people, but
Oh yeah.
give me.
I get another one.
No. I have something else. I have another question for you. In a sentence, describe Aster and what the painter thinks of Aster.
The painter, thinks Aster.
What?
He talks like this.
What?
I think Aster has something unique going on with him, with this black goo. Not really sure what it is, but a little curious kid.
Just a weird little guy.
Maybe I kind of want to use this little goo to draw.
Melon.
You want to use his goo to draw?
Yeah.
See what happens, you know?
That's interesting. Do you think Aster... I don't know, I want something... Give me like an adjective for Aster. Something that's not like silly or...
Oh, yes, it's silly.
Mysterious.
Mysterious? Okay, Aster. In this moment, do you feel mysterious?
No. Not especially.
What do you feel like?
In this space?
Mm-hmm.
Giving.
You think you felt that way since you came back to life?
I mean, there's been no purpose to kind of give to. I don't think that he really feels like he's been helping the group. Even when he was actually, like, mentally there. I don't think he's really contributed. So he hasn't really felt a purpose. Or that he's been, like, helping people out, I guess. Which is... Maybe that's what his nature was, but maybe it's not his nature now.
And how does that feel?
Bad. Probably. I think that him... Again, not really sure exactly what he was like. Him fending for himself is not something that he's used to, and not something that he wants to do, to be so focused on himself.
Okay. You feel that you never really grew past the phase of being a kid and helping give with this other person. And you realize that...
in like a naive way, like, or you like his want and the way he functions, I guess, as a person has stayed pretty much the same, not matured technically.
Like, not matured, like, kind of like you want to go back to doing exactly this, but this doesn't exist anymore,
Mm-hmm.
and you want to keep doing this, but you haven't really gotten the chance or tried to live this way in your current life.
Damn, roast him.
It's just like you felt really lost since you came back to life, and you needed to feel like why you were lost. Right. You feel an arm on your forearm holding on to you.
Did it feel like what was grasping me earlier?
Roll. I had to roll perception earlier.
Mm-hmm. Oh fuck. 3.
Okay. Your sight kind of wavers for a little bit. Like, the stuff closest to you is real, still looks real, but the stuff beyond that gets a little fuzzy.
Mm.
And you look down at the arm and you see Venus's gloved arm holding onto your forearm.
Mm-hmm.
And you hear her say, Aster, what did you do?
What did I do?
How did you do this? Do you see what's around us?
Us? You're here?
So you look around again and you see that the parts of it that are vision start to fade. There is no real sunlight. There's like dancing lights. There are no bugs and there are no birds.
Mm.
But there are plants, and around you is bark. So you're in what seems to be like a circular room with small plants and small trees. And in there, the carriage is kind of off to one side, but you're outside the carriage.
Mm. Does it feel like I'm in a giant tree?
Yes.
Okay. And this was Venus?
Mm-hmm.
Do I only see her?
You see Aurelia looking around at the plants, kind of. She's gathering up little things.
Mm-hmm.
Might as well, as long as there's some plants here.
Mm-hmm. Fair enough.
But you don't get the sense that Venus is like mad at you or anything,
Mm-hmm.
or the sense that anything bad has happened. It's more of like just something really strong that you did,
Mm-hmm.
and it's pretty nice.
But it's gone now.
No, it's still there.
It's still there.
You're out of your vision.
Okay.
You don't hear the humming anymore,
Mm-hmm.
and you don't see the plants. You do see the plants. You don't see the bugs or the animals or anything,
Mhm.
but you kind of made like a little terrarium garden.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I made that? So kind of made what I saw here.
Mm-hmm.
Did you hear the humming?
No, except for, I heard you humming. I don't know what you mean by the humming.
Mm-hmm. Was Aurelia there?
What do you mean?
Well, I guess Venus wasn't like there, but. So what she's referring to is like the terrarium sort of that was made.
Yeah.
Okay. Not being. Okay. Interesting. Okay. Does Aster get a feeling that it's been a while Like, does he get the passage of time, or does he just know, like...
It feels like you've been kind of sleepwalking for a little while.
Mm-hmm.
It feels like it's been a long time, but also like it's been no time at all.
Okay. Gotcha.
So Venus is going to hold on to your other arm now. She's going to say, "You've been really out of it, Aster. We've been a little worried, but we've kept a close eye on you. Are you back now? What happened?
Where would I have been?
You just seemed like you were not really present."
Well, I guess I feel present now, but I mean, hopefully I stay here. I think I feel better or something. Things feel clearer, but...
Aster, do you know where we are?
No. I don't know how we got here, really. I vaguely remember travel, but...
Okay, well, we're in Femoria, and I'm not sure where the others went, but it seems like there is some kind of danger out there, and I don't know what you were seeing, but we can't stay in here forever.
How did we get in here?
You made it.
I made the tree, and what's on the inside?
We don't know how.
Did I trap us here?
I mean, I don't know how hard it will be to get out, but I mean, technically, we're a little trapped, but there's probably less danger in here. It's probably more protection right now.
And the others are outside, in danger.
Yeah.
Okay. I think he like stands up and tries to like look at the walls of like inside the tree, and maybe like if it was made for protection, but I would hope that it would be able to be exited. So I don't know if he wants to get like a sense of like, how do I get out of here? Can I open it? I don't know how I made this, but maybe I can remember something.
Okay. Roll either perception or arcana.
Arcana's a lot better. And it doesn't matter though, that's a 7.
Okay, you're looking around at the bark, and like it looks pretty sturdy. It looks like this is a healthy tree. So it's kind of weird because if you cut a tree down, the like brown part of the bark is only on the outside, but you're inside, and it's got like the outside on the inside.
Yeah.
So it's kind of rough, and you can't really tell how thick it is, but it seems like to take it down, you're gonna have to use your normal magic. Like, whatever inside of you made this is not there right now to unmake it.
Mm-hmm. So I don't think I have the magic to unmake it.
No.
Okay. So does it feel like something physical would have to happen?
Yeah.
Okay. He doesn't have any weapons or anything like that. He calls... Huh?
Okay, wait, you had something you wanted to do?
Oh yeah, I was just gonna say, like, he calls out to Venus and Aurelia and like, does any of you, do you have like a sharp object, something I can pry at the bark with?
Venus, like, unsheaths her rapier, and she's like, well, I don't know how well this will do with the bark.
But something.
And Venus has, like, a little bag that she brought with her that's kind of stuffed full of plants right now, and she's like, I don't have anything, but I am okay with staying here for a little bit longer. I hope the rest of them are doing well.
However.
But you don't really see plants like this in Femoria.
I feel like with that, as far as he knows, they don't feel like they've been trapped in here with him. So he's like, okay, so we're like chill now. So he kind of abandons the pursuit of trying to get out, and maybe instead, I don't know if he'd want to like fuck with the tree. Maybe he's curious, like, if the bark's on the inside, like, what's happening on the outside. I also don't know if he wants to, like, break the thing that's protecting them right now. So I'll say that he kind of respects the bark, but then kind of moves on to what's growing on the inside, since they're also very interested in it, and he wants to see what's going on there.
Okay. Yeah, you see all types of plants. If you want to roll perception for anything, like, specific.
Should I say, like, specifically what I'm looking for?
Yeah.
I don't know, what kinds of flowers, how dense they are, or is the one that I created that's in, like, the thumbnail, like that, I forgot what kind it is.
Yeah, there's
it's like a dahlia or something.
yeah, they're definitely dahlias. There's a decent amount of flowers in here.
Mm-hmm.
It's like all the flowers are perfectly bloomed right now.
Oh, I got a 4, but yeah.
Oh.
He doesn't see anything. What are these flowers?
Okay, so I gave you that. But then you also see chamomile flowers and then just other varieties.
Mm-hmm.
But what's your favorite type of tea?
Ooh, what's a relaxing one? Lavender.
Lavender? Okay. Lavender is one of the flowers that, on your perception check, you're not really sure if it's here.
Mm.
But seeing the chamomile, you kind of hear the echoes of the person humming, and you remember their favorite type of tea was chamomile.
Okay. Very good. Maybe he starts to, he'll probably start to harvest some of the chamomile.
Okay. The painter,
Yes.
you got any plans for the tree?
Try to draw like those two-handed saws. No, like where like I have a side and you have a side and we
Oh,
go
like
back
you-
and forth.
Oh
yeah.
my
What
god.
do you want on the other side?
I'll have Azaki and probably the tiefling if I can.
You want both of them instead of you doing it?
I mean the
You
height difference would be
That's
hard.
fair.
Alright,
That's
you
fair.
want to
I'm just
roll
like-
for it? I mean, it's gonna be really easy.
It's so
Yeah.
funny imagining the three of them inside being like, oh, it's so beautiful. And like, like there's the sound of
Pretty
sighing.
amazing.
Like, no, God, why?
Okay, yeah, you make it like no problem.
Mm.
How do you want to tell them? So you take out your scroll and you're like,
Yeah, and then like I'll take one end and just like use my body weight to stick it inside of the wood and be like, all right,
you do like a little twirl, like.
yeah. I'm like, all right, Azaki and Tiefling. You go like,
Okay, he speaks up and he's like, my name is Mur.
my bad, I forgot.
No, it's alright. I don't really know your name.
Yeah, you know the painter.
The painter. I'll try to remember that. I mean, you got the scroll.
I mean, it's all I do. It's all I got.
That's all you got. I mean, you seem like a smart guy.
Thank you.
Alright, I mean, I'll get to sawing. He gets to it, and Izaki's like, yeah, let's do it. I guess Izaki has a little bit of a crush, even though he's engaged. Messy.
Messy. DM says it's messy.
And they'll get to sawing. I guess I'll roll for both of them.
Kylie's just like, why did I make him engaged?
Not 20 for Mur,
Ooh.
and a 2 for
Oh my god.
How do you spell myrrh?
Muir.
Oh, gotcha.
Okay. So I mean, they make really good progress just because of Mur.
Mm-hmm.
Zaki's kind of struggling, and Mur's doing like the pushing and the pulling,
Yeah.
like really well. And Ree is like a little embarrassed.
Oh yeah, we decided Ree was like Azaki's Ratatouille.
Really?
Yeah.
Nice. Well, like the
Yeah.
puppeteering?
Yeah.
Nice.
So within the tree, you and Erlia and Venus hear the sawing just as Myrrh and Izaki break through the bark from the outside, and you see it's like on the carriage is on one side, you're kind of over here, and they broke through like here, so it's decently near you. Do you want to do anything?
Duck.
How like I put myself in the way of the song. No. How does it feel like they're getting through pretty quickly?
They're making pretty good progress, but I mean right now it's just like straight through, which it's like if it's a smaller tree and they were just going straight through, the tree would eventually, but since you can kind of tell now that this is just like a hollow stump type of thing, if they're just going straight through and the tree is like big, the saw is not big enough to go to the sides, and it's kind of just making one straight hole through it right there. So it's like they're making good progress, but there's no way any of you are getting out this way. Especially the whole carriage, really.
That is a great point. How is the carriage getting out of here? He just turns to Venus and is like, well, it looks like they're fine if they're trying to get to us.
Venus walks up to the saw and she's like, I mean, that's good news. And she kind of calls out, like, hey, are you guys all alright on that side? We're doing well in here, but we don't really have a way to get out.
I'll be like, yeah, we're working on it.
Do you have anything other than this saw? I don't know if this is going to be the easiest thing for, like, a big enough cut for us to get the carriage out.
Any ideas?
Can you draw anything?
Just about.
Can you draw, like, an axe or a hatchet or something? I don't know.
Can I just erase half of the saw? So that it's like, it turns into too many saws now.
Yeah.
And then they can work around.
It's like you have the handle like this normally on a saw, right? And then you have like straight edge, straight, and then like the tooth is here.
Yeah.
So if you're trying to cut, like, yeah. Because normally you have the saw, you're like this. Or like this, right? Yeah.
Yeah, I draw an axe. $16.
Yeah, no problem. You draw 2.
Ooh.
Whoa.
Duplicate. Who do you want to try giving them to?
Does it make sense for me still? Since probably the cut's a little higher than me.
Yeah, I mean, for the carriage, it's going to be kind of high.
Okay. I'll have...
But you could always try.
Yeah, I'll try. And then probably Murray as the other one.
Alright, roll strength. I'm going to have you do it like 3 times.
Okay.
But tell me each one.
17. 7. 9.
Okay, you get like a pretty decent amount. Like ground level, 2 feet up. On the bottom, like, and then you're like, and you're like, okay, I got started.
No one's gonna complete that. We're handed off to someone else.
Alright, I'll take the lead here. Lenora's kind of like, she spits in her hands. She's like,
oh my god.
and winks at Natalia and goes to grab the axe. And she's like, I got this. It'll be really embarrassing. Oh, not 20.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Nice. It's because Natalia's there.
2 nat 20s. Oh
Seriously?
My god.
Oh my god.
She fucks
So
up
hot.
this tree.
It's so hot. Natalia's like, oh boy.
She's gonna do the whole thing.
Damn.
Lenore's
God.
like, you got the start. It's about as big as, it's like a little bit wider than the carriage is, you're pretty sure. And she's just reaching over her head, like one hand is like, for like the top part of it.
Wood chips just flying out.
Yeah, just going at it. She gets the whole thing, and then she like taps it, and she yells, "Timber!" You guys like move back on that side, and the whole wall just.
Holy shit. How thick was the bark?
It's not super thick.
Mm.
It's probably like a foot or less thick.
Mm.
She just puts the axe into the wood, puts like her foot up on it, you know, like and stands there to like inspect her work, and she's like,
Very proud of herself.
alright, does the carriage still have the ink horses?
Do that?
I don't know.
Oh
Look
no.
at them in.
No, because I took one of them to break down that door, remember?
So there's still one?
Yeah.
Okay.
It was like a really skimpy one, remember?
Oh yeah, you took the strong
Yeah.
one. Okay, so they've lost the horses pulling the carriage. So now the painter is in charge of making horses to pull it.
The backbone of this operation. You have to do everything.
For real.
Right. So Venus is like, alright, that was pretty impressive, Lenore. We have to get the carriage off somehow now, and we're left with the tiniest horse that I've ever seen.
It's a pony.
Oh my gosh, that'd be so funny.
It's got like absolutely no strength. It's like, I can't do this, man.
It's like shaking, having trouble to stand.
So I'll say that Venus and Aurelia get together to move the wall out of the way so that you guys can move the carriage through. Any plans for moving the carriage?
Pure strength.
Pure strength.
Lenore
You're gonna
could
just
do
like
it.
help pull it.
Lenore can do that.
You're gonna vote Lenore. Lenore's like, yeah, I can help with the carriage, guys, but I think I'm gonna need a couple hands.
Wait, so you said that Asterisk is like he can't pull that kind of magic in. Does that mean no magic, or specifically what he did to make that?
Specifically what he did to make that. You can still use your normal magic.
Okay,
Yeah.
so that's, I don't know exactly what that would be, but I'll just tell you what I'm thinking. You tell me if I can do it or not. But he's a shrimpy guy. I don't think he can really contribute much strength.
Oh, could we see the flowers and stuff in there?
Yeah. You see that's like a garden in here, basically.
I can use, I
Which-
have, sorry, what?
Oh, which you're in you see now that like you're in a cathedral.
Oh,
So before this was just a cathedral with like a stone floor and like the vaulted ceilings and stuff. And now in here it's just wildlife and dirt and like nature. Like it doesn't look anything like it did earlier.
Can I roll nature to see if like, I mean, or is it like, cause is it nature native to like Femoria, I guess, or is it like,
Oh, do you want to roll like history or something for? It's kind of like geography or something.
Yeah, sure, yeah.
So history.
yeah, sure. 14.
Oh, okay. It's pretty good. So you know that Femoria is like mostly grasslands, and this is more foresty. This is more. Oh, what's the cave's name?
I have a map pulled up.
You have not pulled it?
Yeah. Tianamo?
Yeah, I think that's the one I'm thinking of.
Oh, really?
Yeah, the one in like the middle.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one. That one's like the foresty kingdom. It's more of like that type of plant life.
Interesting.
Interesting. You're like, how'd this happen?
Yeah, actually.
Wait
this
a
happen?
minute.
Yeah,
When
you don't
did
know.
this get here?
Okay. Alright, yeah, that's it.
Alright, so are you gonna help moving the carriage?
Yeah.
I can try something but before brute force if we want to.
Is there like enough room in there for me to draw horses out for them to pull it out? Or do we have to like carry it out first? Get it started?
No, you can try drawing another horse if you want.
Yeah.
If you have enough to try it out.
Yeah, we can do that.
Would you want to try doing?
Oh, if they, depending on how quickly you start doing this, I have, like if it seems like you guys are struggling, he can try something. But he can have vines kind of, sprout out. And usually they're used just to like kind of trap someone, but they could probably be used to try to pull it out.
Yeah.
Right. Is there like, is the hole like flush with the ground, or is there kind of like a, does the carriage have to go over a bump in the wood?
Well, the painter helped make it free flush with the ground,
Okay.
but the carriage is on this side, the hole's on this side, so you
Mhm.
kind of have to get through like the bushes and plants and
Oh yeah.
stuff like that
Okay. That
before
makes
you
sense.
get to the hole.
Mm-hmm. Gotcha. So it's just having to get through that.
Alright. So your plan is to have the plants don't do any force, right? They just like grab onto it.
I guess it's up to you if this actually works, because technically it's not like grasping.
It's just like entangling.
It's it turns the ground in the area into difficult terrain. So I don't even know if that would do anything actually.
Yeah, if you have another idea.
Yeah, no,
I
I
know.
probably wouldn't do anything. Well, how the fuck is it restrained if it makes the
Because they get like tangled up.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, so rather than just like vines tangling them up, it's probably more like sprouting up. It's like, wow, now it's very hard to move. So yeah, that probably doesn't do anything.
Monster's like, I got it.
I got it.
Get this stuck.
You see him like look in his eyes like, I'm gonna be useful finally. And then he like tries something and is like, no, that wouldn't work with it.
Puts two and two together and he's like,
Hmm.
wait a minute guys, wait a minute.
Walks around a little more.
Yeah. So I'll just say that Lenore has been ready. She like ran over there. She put like the horse's bit in her mouth and like
Holy
she's got
shit!
like the reins and she's like
Girl, Evelyn should be here for this.
you should be here for that.
Yeah, and how
She's
I'm
kicking her feet, like hopping, like.
Yeah, she does like the horse like
Yeah.
put the bit in her mouth. It's gonna.
I'm playing Lenore crazy.
I hope Lakia is watching and is like, what is going on right now?
Okay, so then you want to do something too? You want to try drawing a horse?
Yeah.
Okay. You want to try?
Yeah, sure. 22.
Oh yeah, no problem. You get a really nice horse.
Yes.
Pretty much like the one you lost. It's big and strong. So you got the puny horse hooked up and you got Lenore hooked up and there's nowhere else to hook up a horse.
Someone's gonna need to be
Some-
attached.
We're gonna have to remove someone.
I'll remove the really skimpy horse, and and I'm just gonna like ride it so I can
Oh.
walk.
Cute.
Perfect.
It's just your size.
Yeah.
You get the big horse tied up. Alright. So now these two, I guess, are gonna be the two trying to pull the carriage out.
Again, between a horse and Lenore, it's like that. Lenore can do it, yeah. She really wants to.
And I'm giving the horse advantage, so I'm gonna roll twice for the horse to see how well the horse does, and then I'll roll once for Lenore. We'll see if Lenore's stronger.
Do you have her stats up?
I could. Oh,
I don't know.
let me
if
look
it's
at
gonna-
Lenore. It's actually gonna be. This is gonna be close, probably.
Oh, I don't know.
This is questionable. 2,
Oh my
and
God.
Lenore got 5. I did pull up her sheet. So,
With advantage, you got 2? Wait, was it
I
like a
rolled
1 and
2
a 2?
twice.
No! Oh my goodness.
so the big horse and Lenore are like trying to pull the
It's
cart.
really stuck.
They try to pull the cart, and I'm gonna say one of the plants in here, like some of the plants growing up, kind of shot up through pieces of the cart and stuff and just untied like the lead and everything a little bit. So now that they just completely pulled free all of the ropes. So they're just disconnected from the cart right now. So Lenora takes out the bit and she's like, is anyone here good at knots? Does someone want to knot tie this? Someone's got to tie this back up.
Aster can run over, and he can mend, so... yeah, it's just like a lead. He can just like...
So it's 2 of them.
Yes, he can do that. Just like passes his hand over it, and it magically fixes itself.
The best knot you've ever seen.
Yeah.
Okay, so you do that twice?
Yep, and then he's kind of...
Let's have them roll again.
I believe in you
Yeah,
guys.
I found the horse. I'm riding. Wait, hold on. Wait, why is it not playing?
What? No.
They got 4 and a 7.
Are you fucking kidding me?
So they start pulling.
It's the horse I'll be riding.
Oh my gosh.
That's so cute.
It's a little small.
Oh. Perfect.
The perfect size.
Charging in on that little guy, that's perfect.
What's the painter's horse?
Yeah.
Okay, so they start pulling, and now we realize that plants have grown up around the wheels. So the cart is just stuck.
Could we just cut them off with the axe? I guess?
Yeah, you can try.
Yeah, I'll do it really gently to not mess up the wheels.
Roll. What's like?
Like sleight of hand. No.
What's like roll athletics? Because you want to hit them hard enough that they break, but you're trying to be delicate about it.
12.
Okay. Roll it one more time.
3.
3. Okay. So you're breaking up the plants. You get it off 3 wheels, and then the last wheel you just crack the wheel, so you like go straight through the wood. So this wheel has been like cut. So it's probably not gonna roll super well.
Hey, 3 is the strongest number. We only need 3 wheels, right?
That's true.
And then we only need
Can we
3 wheels.
reposition the wheel so it's in the middle now?
In the middle.
Yeah,
Well, you know,
so,
like,
so, yeah, so
and
it'd
then
be
2 in the back.
Yeah. Or 2 in the front,
Like a
1 in the back.
buggy. Yeah.
We'll have to roll a lot for that.
And we brought
but-
us like trying to get a wagon out, and we're like, what if we
Yeah.
completely reconstruct this wagon?
I draw a hand jack to.
You put on like goggles, and you have that little like wheel thing under, like wrench.
Yeah.
Roll survival twice.
Who?
Roll survival disadvantage. Whoever's fixing it, or whoever's taking the lead on like directing how to fix it.
I have +2.
On what?
On survival.
I have +1.
Can we both roll in?
Sure. Both of you roll with disadvantage.
So yeah, only one roll, right?
Do I have something to make
One
it
roll.
not
Oh, yeah.
disadvantage if I have bending? I'm good with wood.
I mean, yeah.
I mean, I am good.
Yeah, you can roll mending. Have the painter try it first.
Oh, yeah.
Roll twice with a disadvantage.
Alright, I got 19 this one.
Ooh, nice.
Okay.
And like a natural 1.
Oh my! Seriously? Holy shit.
No.
So the painter like takes off both of the front wheels and he's like, I got this figured out, guys, and then he cracks the other wheel.
Wait, so there's 2 cracked wheels now?
Both of the front wheels are cracked now. And the front of the cart is now on the ground because he took off both of them.
I think if the horses are suspending it, you only need 2 wheels, like a wagon.
Yeah, on the back, yeah.
Not like a wagon. Like
in the middle, yeah.
Yeah, like a wheelbarrow.
Yeah, like a wheelbarrow.
It's a little heavier than a wagon, guys. It's like a full carriage.
We got tough wheels.
You got tough horse and Lenore.
Your horse will only last till midnight.
Can this is Cinderella
And it's
horse.
dark out, right?
Yeah, it's late.
I don't know exactly.
If you roll mending, you gotta roll mending twice to fix both the wheels. Like, I'll just tell you that.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
There's not really like a roll associated with it, so what do you think I should roll?
For what?
For mending.
Oh,
I just do it, but like I
Wait,
think this
when
would be
you
a roll
mended-
because it's usually for like a broken key, a torn cloak, like
no,
a
when
chain.
you did the mending for the ropes for the leads,
Mhm.
did you have to roll for that?
Mm-mm.
No, you don't roll for mending, right?
Mm-mm.
You just do it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so yeah, if you cast mending twice, is it,
Why'd I even
It's-
roll?
is it,
You don't have to. It's just instantaneous. Instantaneous. There's like components, and it's just touch. There's no roll associated with that.
is it a cantrip?
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah.
'Cause when-
yeah,
when-
you can cast mending.
When it's used, like when people are using it, like in critical role, they just go like, "Yeah, I fixed it."
Yeah.
But it's usually not something complex, like a wig. It's usually like, their cloak's torn? Not anymore.
Well, this isn't super complex.
Okay.
It's like a wooden wheel, and it's got a crack in it.
Mm-hmm.
So, if it was like the whole carriage has been blown up to pieces, mending, no.
Aster there with the wood glue,
Yeah.
like, give me a minute.
Aster's like, this is about to take like 100 mendings, but I can do it, guys.
Oh my gosh, that would take a really long time. Yeah, I guess, is it just like, what kind of, is it like wheels like with spokes, like metal,
Yeah.
and then like
Or-
wooden spokes?
Yeah.
I don't know, I was expecting like a chunky wooden wheel, like
Uh.
fucking Flintstones. I don't know, man. But I guess he takes it and you see where it is cracked, it just kind of fills in with whatever material is missing. After he like passes his hand over it, and he's like, the wheel's fine. I don't know if I can connect it back, like I haven't really worked with wagons, but the wheel's fine now.
Okay, so you work on fixing both of the wheels, and Venus is like, oh, it'll be no problem to put them back on now. Like, our biggest issue was just that they were broken. But, yeah, that's really useful, Aster. And
Got to be useful, finally.
you get the sense of giving that you felt like you haven't had yet since you came back to life.
I
So
fixed the
it's just-
wheels.
You know, you're feeling a lot better now. You got. So who wants to try putting the wheels back on? Do we want to vote for you guys? I'm gonna make it really easy. I'll just have vote. I'll put Lenore volunteers, and then just like 2 other people need to help.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
I can also help.
All right, everyone, roll strength check.
Oh. Oh.
9.
6.
Okay, 6.
Oh.
You guys
It's so heavy.
really struggle.
Oh my God.
But I'm just gonna say you get them on. But at this point, like, Lenore, you very tired. You're not doing anything else now. You're out. Everyone's kind of tired. Everyone's kind of over it. So the choice now is trying to get the horses and then trying to get the one horse, because Lenore's not pulling anymore, to pull it out. Yeah?
Do I still have exhaustion? I just noticed I have exhaustion.
When did you get exhaustion?
I don't know. Oh,
No.
because I didn't sleep that one night.
Oh,
Okay.
no, you're okay.
Okay, cool. Because I would have had
Yeah.
a disadvantage on every single thing that I rolled. So.
You've been sleeping every day.
Yeah, I've been sleeping all the time.
No, you're good.
Okay, cool. Sorry. Carry on.
So, you have one strong horse. You can either have this horse try and pull it out, or you can just call it a night and sleep here.
Yeah, we're just sleeping.
I mean, yeah, we're feeling pretty, like, exhausted, right?
Yeah.
Not like exhausted, but like, tired.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd
Okay.
probably suggest calling it a night here.
Call it a night. Everyone's able to sleep. I mean, you got nice plants here.
Perfect, really.
And I'll say that like Venus and Aurelia have a discussion with you guys about what happened. So they'll talk about how Myrrh is now kind of like, oh yeah, sorry for trying to kill you guys. He was protecting this cathedral.
I was just like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
He was protecting the cathedral because it's a cathedral to one of the gods. It's a cathedral to Ture, who's the god of like the waves and the land bridge, which is the god that Femoria used to worship, but has like sworn against gods since one of the past like religious advisors got a prophecy from the god Ture that said Femoria will fall to the sea. So the advisor is no longer religious, and the religious advisor who gave that prophecy was Myrrh's grandfather. He was killed for treason, and Myrrh's family has been. His parents took the lesson of his grandfather being killed and lived normally, but he kind of became a hermit on the ocean and lived off of what he found in the ocean pretty much, and lived in caves there. And once people found out that he was still worshipping Ture, he was kind of going to be made like an example of for the public. So he ran away and he planned to leave Femoria, but once he got almost out of Femoria, he couldn't really handle living away from the ocean that he was so used to and that he worshipped his god at. So he wandered upon this temple, this cathedral, and has stayed here since. There's like whatever town this cathedral used to be a part of doesn't exist anymore, so it seems like the cathedral is still in a pretty good state, but he's been protecting it from people who would come to like destroy it and things like that, or people who would come to kill those who were taking refuge in it. So there's a couple of bones in this cathedral. He's killed a couple of people protecting it, and he thought that all of you were raiders who would come to destroy it or kill him. But he found out after, not you, but like the rest of the group got really tired trying to swim in the underground lake of this cathedral. He was like, putting on threat. Lenora was knocked out. He had her.
Is this a different her knocking out?
Yeah.
Why is she constantly fucking?
She's always losing it. She's
got-
yeah. But yeah, he had Lenore as kind of like a bargaining chip. He was planning on killing her if they hadn't convinced him that they weren't evil and like tried to kill him. So now he's decided that because Venus and Aurelia are going to Kerala, which is like the same ocean, the same side of this continent. He's decided that he's going to go with them and kind of stay in your group, because you have another person now who knows about Femoria. So yeah, that's what happened. He's a part of the group now. He's Myrrh.
Hey, sorry, I tried to
He
kill you,
is
bestie.
6'2", dark blue tiefling with pure white horns, white hair, and he has white freckles.
I thought his horns were blue.
No.
Oh, okay.
And he has like, I think he has red eyes.
Wait, he's blue?
He's blue.
Nice. White freckles?
Yes.
Nice.
Um,
I'm looking at Evelyn's comments, and it says, I can't believe y'all think that arguing with me is so scary, Lamau. In reference to the painter. We have many people who can corroborate this. Is she present?
no.
Is anyone present?
Someone said best, and Twitch said likely harasser, restricted.
Oh my god! They're like, get this person out of here.
You're like, oh my god, they have a viewer? Get him out
All
of
they
It
here.
must be a harasser.
All they said was best. I think.
Was anything like censored or like removed?
It said that it was not posted to chat. I'm the only one who can see it, I guess, because I have to approve it. But
Do you approve of best?
I don't know how to approve it. I'm just gonna ignore this.
Fair enough.
But yeah, Sinistro Z 3D. Good luck, guy. Okay, so everyone's taking a long rest now. And I mean, it's pretty nice. You all get to rest in like the wildlife. And you're surrounded by a tree, so it's pretty protected.
Feeling pretty safe.
But if people want to keep guard, I would say probably Venus, Myrrh, Natalia. They can all probably like rotate watch. Because they weren't doing too much trying to get the carriage out of here.
I'm probably listening back and letting them work everything. It's like, now I can be useful. Now I'll do something.
Okay, so everyone takes a long rest. And you wake up in the morning.
No.
Okay. So the horse is gone, the strong horse that you had. So now we're back, trying to get this carriage out of here. What's the plan, gang?
Horses are drawn.
2?
Yep.
Okay, you want to do it?
Yeah. Nine. 15.
Oh, okay. Okay, neither of them are crazy good, neither of them are crazy bad. They're pretty average horses, but that's all you need. That's what you had before when they were real horses. So, you know, you'll take what you can get.
Wait, do we have yet to actually attach the wheels?
No, you did that last night.
Did we?
Yeah. I think you just said that.
We just were
Yeah, you
like
did.
super tired afterwards.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah,
yeah,
got
that just like destroyed you guys. You couldn't do anything else
Devastated.
after that.
Okay, fair enough.
You were like, oh shit, man.
And that was. Ooh.
Okay, the horses got 18 and 19. So no one's in the carriage. They're just pulling it over a little bit difficult terrain. They get it out of this stump, and into the cathedral, and then you guys can lead them outside. So now all of you can be outside, unless if anyone else wants to do something at the cathedral or anything.
Probably not, no.
Okay. I'd say Murr comes back and he loads up the carriage with a couple of his books, and he was like, yeah, last night I took, since the normal entrance is now caved in, I took a little bit of a swim back to my books. Then I kind of dug my way out through the cave in. It wasn't too much, but I couldn't get the books wet. I didn't think about it too hard when I was going to get them, but you know, he's like dusting himself off, and he's like, I can't just leave these. So he's got like his books with him.
It's books hero, right?
Some of them are like religious texts.
Oh.
Some of them are like journals and stuff that he wrote. He also left notes on some of them and stuff. They're very used and worn. But yeah.
Is he like the only one here? Like no other family, no other like followers?
No, he's the only one here.
Oh. Is there like what does the computer look like? Are there any like statues or like stained glass windows, depictions of anything?
I described for the rest of them, there are stained glass windows with like the ocean and the cliffs of Moria. There are statues that, not necessarily statues, but kind of just, I don't know, what is it, like the trim, but like marble trim, that type of thing, that's like rolling waves. Stuff like that. Statues of like cliff sides and things like that. And probably like a couple of dragons in the stained glass flying above the water and under the water.
Sweet. Are there any like depictions of what the terrain would look like?
You don't see any depictions of the god specifically.
Interesting. I don't know. I guess we're like heading out like soonish. But Aster would just take it all in. Kind of, if there was like a not a manifestation of like what the god would look like, I think he'd try to figure out what they were like, since all these politics, all this stuff that's going on, he has no idea what the fuck's going on. But also like deities, he's like, what are they all about? But if there's no like what's the word? Insight into what they're like, I think he'd kind of just be like, it's gorgeous in here. Like, he'd appreciate that.
So you read some things inscribed on the walls. Nothing really resonates with you too much until you read. You hear in the bubbling of a stream, and you know I am no. Let me start this again. In the sounds of a bubbling stream, you know I am yours.
Is it Mur?
Yeah.
Is Mur nearby?
He's out in the carriage organizing his things. The seats in the carriage like flip up and like storage under there. Aurelia and Venus tried to only bring necessities. They brought some nice things too, since they want nice things. Most of the nice things are Aurelia, who you know that she was like a traveler before she came to Venus's orchard and stayed with her family. But it seems like she was traveling kind of on the heavy side. Like she has a lot of things that she wants to keep, and Murray's trying to find space for his books. And they're getting into like a little bit of an argument. He's like, do you really need this dress? And she's like, do you really need that? do you really need every single one of these books? Like, they probably say the same thing.
I love that. Aster walks out, kind of like sees them fight, and is like, well. Also,
Murray's still not wearing a shirt, and she would probably be like, you probably need more shirts. Like, you could probably use the dress.
Okay, give it to you since you need it. That's funny.
She's like, maybe you could wear it so that we have space. And he's like, maybe I will.
Just fucking out. I hope she's like poking his chest. And I think that.
And I think for you, who raised you like this?
We were raised in a barn. No, it was raised in a cathedral. Aster's like kind of wringing his hands, like going up, like, sorry, are you in the middle of something?
Are you like talking specifically to Murray?
Either of them.
Okay. They both kind of stop and they're like, no, what is it? Like, they both kind of like instantly just cool down and they're like, no, what do you want?
No, what's up?
like maybe like a little annoyed, but they're kind of like, I'm over this. I'm like, what do you want? What is it?
Does Aster know, like, about because you explained the god and like the lore and Mur's like grandfather and stuff like that. Does like he know that? Has that been explained or talked about?
What?
Does Aster know anything about Myr, the god, the cathedral?
Yeah,
Okay.
that's what. I was kind of giving a summary of what the group talked about last night before everyone fell asleep.
Okay.
Because they kind of compared notes and were like, this is what happened on our side. This is what happened on our side. You almost died. We had a garden.
You almost died? We had a garden. Bury that. Okay, so he doesn't know about it. So Aster's gonna ask Myr. Does Myr like actively worship, or is it kind of like my grandfather did this? I'm kind of like protecting the cathedral.
No, Myr actively worships to the point of like I said earlier, it was kind of found out that he was actively worshipping Teray, and he was pretty sure that he was going to be made an example of, like, you know, murdered probably in public.
You know. And he's the one that found the cathedral? Oh, I thought you talked about the grandfather.
No.
Oh, okay, that was Myr.
No,
okay.
Myr found it when he was, like, this is right by the border, the edge of Femoria, and he was like, I don't know if I can leave Femoria, and he found this when he was considering, like, I can't leave, I have to go back or something, and this place was here for him to stay and kind of figure out what he wanted to do, since he felt lost away from the ocean.
Gotcha. So Aster goes up to Myr and is like, have they spoken to you, your god? Sorry, have I introduced myself? I've kind of been...
Is your name Ash?
Aster. That's close, yeah.
Okay,
Myr?
I'm Myr, yeah.
Alright, nice to meet you. Sorry, I've been a little preoccupied,
I mean, I heard that you made that whole thing, so that's pretty impressive. That's
Thank
pretty
you.
cool.
I don't know how I did it, but thank you.
I mean, it is a little hard to cut down, but...
Maybe that's something I'll improve on, you know, next time I do it.
Yeah, I mean... No, Teray has not spoken to me specifically. He spoke to my grandfather, but, you know, I'm not like a... You know, I follow him, and I think, you know, he makes the ocean for us and maintains a lot of things for us, but, you know, maybe he'll speak to me one day if he has something to say. You know, but Femoria is just so closed off from the gods, I feel like it's hard to get a direct message out here anymore.
Well, I hope they do speak to you someday, if that means anything.
You know, I mean, they speak to me through their words, in their books and things. I can see them in nature, you know, in the waves.
I like that. And then he said, thank you, and like wanders away.
Okay. Alright, so the group is probably ready to go then?
Yeah.
On to the next town.
Yes.
Venus and Aurelia like grill everyone again, and they're like, don't speak to anyone. We're trying to stay like undercover. We have another person now. We really need to just fly under the radar. Just worry about us. Don't worry about yourselves. Just if anyone speaks to anyone again, and they like point to Zaki and they're like, you're staying in the cart. You're staying in between all of us. You
Grounded.
get the least room to sit. So who wants to sit in the front?
I can sit in front.
Okay. Aster, how are you feeling? Would you like to sit in the front? Otherwise, it's probably going to be Lenore and Natalia.
Was like the front like not inside the carriage, like in the seat?
Yeah.
Yeah, sure, why not?
Alright, let's have Lenore and Natalia fight out for the last seat.
Yeah.
Or they both just sit back there and Ree sits with us.
Yeah.
Natalia
That's
wins.
the best.
Natalia sits in the front with you two. And Lenore has to sit in the back, squished with the rest of them.
Ooh, Natalia tried to kill you. Or something like that, right?
Wait, what? Like when I was
like brought you like...
Oh, when she freaked me out?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's fun. Wait, where are you sitting? Are you sitting on the end? Or in the middle?
I'll probably sit in the middle.
You're like, I don't want these two to do
tension.
anything.
Yeah, it's just me and then you two like...
like there's no separation, but you're like doing your best trying to separate us. I feel like tension is somewhat dissipated because she has helped me, and I think she kind of did apologize. I mean, not like actually because it's Natalia, but she was like, listen, I wasn't trying to kill you, I was just trying to get the thing that the painter wanted.
I was experimenting.
Yeah, which is an excuse, not an apology, but so I feel like he kind of trusts her, but not completely.
Okay. Both of you just roll a perception check.
Where's my D20?
Are you kidding me?
20.
11.
Okay.
I
You
see
notice
glasses.
this. I'm gonna say Myrrh also notices this. And Myrrh is going to say a soft prayer after noticing this. You can tell anyone, not tell anyone, do whatever you want. But as you're driving away on the carriage, you look back at the cathedral and you see that it was in like really good shape when you were there. But now you know that like no one is there, and you see that the roof is basically non-existent. The entire cathedral is like destroyed, and it is just like in ruin.
Like it wasn't before?
It wasn't while you were there. That's not what it looked like before. It just
It was probably because, I guess, what is it called, that type of building?
cathedral.
Yeah, had like someone actually believe in that god, so.
Oh, and that doesn't have a belief. There's no like caretaker?
Yeah,
Or,
there,
like,
so it's
person
like crumbling.
Ooh.
I'll
Yeah.
tell Aster.
Mm-hmm. Like you tell me that.
Look back, just like grab your head and.
No.
Oh, no! Wait, you have to be like.
The painter just grabs your head and is like, moves your whole head. Just.
I feel like he kind of grasps the hands, like, what the hell? And he sees, he's like, oh. He kind of like moves your hands and is like, was that? It wasn't like that before.
It was not, no.
What happened?
I guess there's no believers there anymore.
Do you think it could have been an illusion? I don't know why though. What would the point be? I don't know.
Did it feel too real to be an illusion?
Oh yeah.
Alright,
Mhm.
cool. I'll say that.
Okay. It felt too real.
Yeah.
To me. I agree. Did we hear any sort of like crumbling or like?
No.
Strange.
I probably told Natalia too.
I wonder if Mir knew it was gonna happen if he left.
Yeah, because he prayed beforehand.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he's in cars.
Oh, he didn't pray beforehand.
Oh, he prayed after.
He saw it and then he, yeah.
But he didn't seem like surprised. Like,
No, he seemed surprised.
oh, he doesn't seem right. Okay,
yeah,
he was like.
I thought he was like expecting it.
He's like.
No.
Yeah. But he's not like running over like. No.
No.
Okay.
I'll say we're gonna end here.
Oh.
But I mean, if you want to ask him about it next time, you can.
Mhm.
Very interesting.
Okay. Hope everyone had fun.
Very productive.
Was it?
No.
No.
No, like plenty happened, and just it's just funny thinking about like how long it took to get the carriage out. But you know.
Yeah.